There's nothing Yuji couldn't heal with his reverse curse technique.
Yep.
On the other hand, Mirko wouldn't be able to heal anything that Yuji cuts off with the shrine curse technique.
What is good, y'all? We are back with some more a-ronimatons. More specifically, Yuji going and trying to violate different verses. See, last verse that he took on was the Demon Slayer verse. And me and a-ronimatons might not agree on his winning record, but I mean, a-ronimatons said he went 7-1. I said he went 8-0, right? But today, he is now taking on My Hero Academia. And they got some hitters. I mean, if you take on Deku, dangerous. If you take on Shigaraki, very dangerous. If you take on All Might, very dangerous. If you take on Big Kirishima, very dangerous. Yeah. And so I don't know how he gonna do. Now, if y'all enjoy these crossovers, make sure to hit a-ronimatons with the goodness. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock that in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. Let's get to it. Mirio, I think Mirko. Yeah. All my
Just like that, we're back with another one. I'll be working myself like a MAPPA animator to get these animations out more frequently. So watch till the end and let me cook. Joining the gauntlet in this video will once again feature Mr. Left-Right himself, Yuji Itadori, going up against several MHA characters. I'm having a lot of fun animating Yuji recently, so you guys can expect him in a lot more videos.
Piercing blood!
He does have piercing blood.
And if you have some other verses you'd like to see,
Is he going against his own verse? That's good, because a lot of people that he didn't get to fight, we can kind of think about how that would go.
see him throw hands with, then let me know in the comments below. And as always, spoilers beware for the JJK manga. That being said, if you guys are ready to see some real epic and badass fights, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell while you're down.
I already did it.
But without any further ado,
hit him with the goodness.
Straight into this with Yuji's first opponent.
Iida.
Yuji versus Tenya Iida.
That's not a good matchup, bro.
Now, this matchup is a classic clash of raw cursed energy versus speed-based techniques.
Yeah.
Iida's engine quirk makes him one of the fastest characters in My Hero, and when he activates Reciprocal Turbo, he can blitz most opponents before they can even react. But Yuji is built to handle speedsters.
Yeah.
He's already reacted to attacks moving at the speed of sound, kept pace with an awakened Maki while fighting Sukuna,
Right.
at his immense durability, and Yuji can afford to take hits that would completely cripple most others. The real difference here is endurance and versatility. Iida's reciprocal techniques eventually stall his engines, while Yuji's stamina, and notably his Black Flash consistency, only gets deadlier as the fight drags on.
Black Flash.
Eventually, Yuji would adapt to his speed, close the gap,
Kill confirmed.
and his relentless combos would prove too much for Iida to withstand.
Absolutely.
His KD? 1-0.
Yeah, Iida was a terrible matchup, bro. Like, the only way it works is if Iida tries to infinite mass punch him off the rip, and you got to take his head off. You got to, the kick can't honestly hit the head, because, again, Yuji's durability is crazy. You got to go for something a little, weaker, like the neck, bro. Try to go straight through. You might have to put some ice, like, put some ice on your heels right at the kick so you can cleanly slice.
Let's see who he's got next.
That's not going to happen realistically. Mirko.
Yuji versus Mirko.
The badass bunny waifu. Ugh. I want her to win, but that's fucking Yuji, bro.
Now, if there was one character from My Hero that Yuji could have an absolute slugfest with, it would be Mirko. Her rabbit quirk gives her monstrous lower body strength, superhuman reflexes, and agility that lets her blitz through high-end nomus like they're training dummies. Every kick she dishes out carries enough force to shatter concrete, and her stamina and pain tolerance are legendary. Even after losing an arm and a leg, she kept fighting until the battle was won. That kind of ferocity makes her one of the hardest heroes to put down. However, Yuji is built for battles exactly like this. And unlike Mirko, who relies almost entirely on her physical quirk, Yuji brings a lot more to the table that Mirko simply cannot overcome or compete with. Her kicks would definitely do some damage if they land, but it's nothing Yuji couldn't heal with his reverse curse technique.
Yep.
On the other hand, Mirko wouldn't be able to heal anything that Yuji cuts off with the Shrine Curse technique, which, although it probably wouldn't stop her from fighting because that's how much of a beast she is, over time the damage would add up and Yuji would overwhelm her with ease, which brings his KD up 2-0, but let's see if he can keep it up for the next round.
I'm gonna say that Mirko is definitely one of those characters in My Hero that they really wanted to show the stakes for. You know? Like, I feel like, you know, in a lot of the early stuff, Deku would be breaking his fingers, breaking his arms and all that, and he would just get healed. And they was like, oh yeah. And he might have some scarring, but it's like he still can fight. Right? But then they was like, oh no, we need to show that people really be losing it out here, bro. Like, for real, for real. Yeah, she's isn't she a, quadruple amputee by the end of the show? Like, and she was such a good hero, and she bad. All the baddies got to get violated. If you know the other one, you know the other one too.
Yuji versus Mirio Togata. This fight would be one of Yuji's.
What did Jay Peerless say? If you hit him, no the fuck you didn't, bruh.
Toughest matchups yet. Not because Mirio overwhelms him with raw strength, but because of how impossible he is to pin down. With his permeation quirk, Mirio can face through all attacks, slipping in and out of the ground while striking from impossible angles.
Honestly.
We saw just how effective this was during his fight against Overhaul Squad, where he was practically untouchable and dismantled multiple opponents without taking a single hit. Now, normally, Yuji adapts to speedsters and heavy hitters by tanking hits and countering with his own powerful attacks. He can trade blows with the best and come out on top thanks to Black Flash and Shrine. But Mirio's quirk doesn't give Yuji much to hit in the first place. Now, you could consider his domain expansion his last resort, but even that wouldn't really be effective since in this case,
domain expansion,
Mirio could use his quirk to slip out of it. On the flip side, Yuji's sheer durability make him incredibly hard to actually put down. Mirio doesn't have the destructive power of someone like Deku or All Might.
Nah. If Mirio got one for all, then this would be an actual good fight. Because his quirk super amped up plus super strength, he could have got Yuji, but that's, you know, a hypothetical. We don't deal in hypotheticals for real.
So even with perfect angles, it's unlikely he lands a decisive finish. With neither fighter able to fully overcome the other's strengths, this clash ends in a rare stalemate and Yuji's KD remains the same, 2-0. But let's see how he fares against his final opponent. Yuji versus Overhaul. I think Overhaul would give Yuji some serious PTSD based on how similar his abilities are to Mahito.
Yeah.
His quirk is one of the most dangerous in all of My Hero Academia. With a single touch, he can disassemble and reassemble anything, whether that's the battlefield around him or even a person's body. We saw how terrifying this could get in his fight against Deku, where he fused with his own men and morphed into a giant kaiju and reshaped the ground itself into a weapon. Against most opponents, this overwhelming control of the environment is an instant checkmate.
I'm gonna say right now, we need stop touching niggas with your hands, like three-way death battle, bro. We need Mahito, Shigaraki, and Overhaul, the don't touch niggas with your hands trio. Because, I mean, Overhaul shouldn't touch anything, because anything that he touched with his hands is a weapon. Anyone Mahito touches with his hands is a weapon. You see what I did there? And then if Shigaraki touch you, his hands are the weapons. That'll be a good three-way death battle, bro. Like, animators out there, if you want to be creative with it, there's a great idea, bro.
But Yuji is far from a typical fighter. His speed, reflexes, and relentless close-quarters pressure don't give Overhaul much breathing room. But more importantly, Yuji's immense durability and reverse curse technique allow him to keep fighting even after sustaining what would normally be fatal injuries. Now, granted, Overhaul can also heal his body if he just destroys and reassembles himself.
Black blood!
So the finishing blow probably wouldn't come from a Black Flash, but a Soul Dismantle. While Overhaul can repair flesh, he doesn't have a counter to the sure hit effect of Yuji's domain. That's the one thing his quirk simply can't fix. With a decisive strike to his soul, Yuji tears through him, ending the fight outright. And that wraps up Yuji's run through this round of
I'll give him that. Domain expansion is broken.
From blitzing Iida to matching Mirko's relentless energy, to clashing with Mirio's tricky intangibility, and finally dismantling Overhaul's monstrous quirk, Yuji once again proves why he's one of the most dangerous close quarters fighters in modern shonen. He closes this gauntlet with a 3-0 KD. And honestly, the fact that Mirio managed to walk away without an outright loss just shows how insane his quirk really is.
Yeah.
But let me know in the comments below, did you think some fights would go differently, or did most of these matchups play out the way you expected? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed these animations, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hey yo, a-ronimatons, bro. I need you to start like doing my boys dirty, bro. Been doing like gang them dirty. I need you to throw Shinra Kusakabe in this. Alright? I need you to throw the Fire Force characters in this because I think they could really bang with them. And like I ain't even saying go Bond Showman. Don't do Bond. See, at the same time, I don't need you to throw them in this for them to get massacred by somebody that's just OP. Like Sukuna. Don't throw Sukuna in this. Or better, if you're gonna throw him in this, I want Benimaru. I want Arthur. I can't do Bond Showman. Give me Burns. You know, give me the top like 5. But like don't do Tamaki or Maki. Don't do them. Don't do Lieutenant Hinoa. Don't do them because they gonna do Dragon. Do Sharon, bruh. All I'm saying is we gotta get some Fire Force characters in the mix. It'll be interesting. But I'll give 3-0-1. He didn't take a loss. It's really, and honestly, I feel like him and Mirio would come to a very fun or like very simple ending. Like if one of them isn't evil, they're gonna be fighting. They're gonna be like, bro, why are we fighting, bro? Let's go get some food or something, bro. They're gonna be best friends by the end of it. But if y'all have enjoyed this, bro, it was some good matchups, and I agree with every decision this time. Everyone. Hit a-ronimatons with the goodness. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting that bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And then, you know, you can do the same for your boy. Also, never take these too seriously, all right? These are just people's ideas, their opinions on how this would go, right? Like, again, I disagree with him on the part 2, but I'm not mad at him. It's just like, we can just agree to disagree on how Yuji would do against Yurichi. But yeah, I'm not mad at him, bro. It's his opinion. It's what he think will happen. But yeah, this be your boy Reggie Wolf. I'm signing out. Peace.